Hi everybody. Today I wanted to give you an update on my Hobonichi gratitude journal. I've shared in the past my struggles with journaling and just not being very good or consistent with it. I have just hit the 1 month mark, and so I wanted to show you how it is working for me. As you can see on the very beginning, I have added these sticky notes here. These are just some Target sticky notes that I'm trying to use up. What I was finding is that at the end of the day, I was physically just exhausted and my brain was fried. And so sometimes I was having a hard time remembering all of the good things that happened throughout the day. And so I started just using this as just jotting down just a one word or little phrase that would just trigger my memory on what to write. And so that's been working really well. None of the sticky notes that I have tried have worked on this silicone cover, which is why I have the ollie clip here. But it's been working out great. I can't say that I use this every single day, but I would say most days I will use the little checklist thing here. So let me go ahead and open it up for you. And I don't know if anybody else has had this problem with their ollie clip, but mine has split. And I'm trying to figure out how to fix it. I'm assuming something like tape is the only thing. The magnet is perfect, and so I will continue to use it, but yeah, that's just a little issue that I'm having. So here's some examples of those, what I was talking about. I just kept these to show you how it just works. I just jot down one little thing. And one of the examples I'm going to share with you is one of the things I wrote about, and my keyword was legs. My husband and I were at a sporting event, and one of the men that was in our row had a really bad limp, and I swear to you, I'm not judging him, but the reason I'm bringing that up is my keyword was legs, and it just reminded me because I think that we just take for granted so many of the things that are going right in our life. We have a tendency to focus on the negative things. And so what I wrote about that day was that I was really just grateful for my legs, that I didn't have a limp, I didn't have to be on crutches, I didn't have to be in a wheelchair. There are so many things that are wrong with my body, but legs are one of the things that are right. And so that was just kind of a tender moment that I had. Here is the year at a glance, and you probably can't see because my silver pen doesn't show up very well, but I am just circling the days that I'm writing in my journal. Of course, I try to write in it every single day, but with the holidays and things, you know, sometimes days just get really chaotic and crazy. I have missed a day or so here and there. I'm a little hesitant about that. I don't want to make that a habit, and I definitely know that if I miss more than one day, so if I miss 2 days in a row or more, that I really do think that my habit's going to go out the window. So I'm a little bit concerned. I need to be a little bit more diligent about writing in it every single night. I usually write in it at about 10 o'clock at night. But anyway, that's just how I'm keeping track of that. So I would say at this point it's a habit, but it's a sensitive habit. I really just need to be on my guard with it. I'm still continuing to write every single day about the highlight of the day or something that was just really good about that day. Just a summary right here on the month at a glance. And you've seen these other ones before, but I'll show you. This is my December vocabulary words, and here are my January words. Then I've showed you a little bit in the past, and I'm not going to show a bunch of it, but right here I am just writing down some quotes for the month that I really like, and I'm just going to do a really quick flip through just to show you that I have done it, just to be accountable, that it is working, and I'm really happy with it. I think when you keep a gratitude journal like this, it really does change your thinking. Instead of throughout the day, I'm thinking of some things that have been going wrong or things that are bothering me, I'm actually looking now for things that are going right. And if something happens, I'll think to myself, oh yeah, that's going in my gratitude journal tonight. And that's when I'll just write the keyword down on here. I don't write it down always throughout the day. Usually on average, I'm writing them down about dinner time when I'm doing dinner. Then I'll start thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to write in my gratitude journal in a few hours. So what are some good things that have happened? And then in the very back, the A6 English, at least from what I can tell, has the most blank pages. It has 17 blank pages. As you can see, I wrote in a little note there. And I didn't really know what to do with this because I really just wanted to focus on gratitude and positive things. But I think what I've decided on these last pages is that in keeping with the spirit of this journal, I want this to be a positive record of my year, which is 2016, of course, for this year. And so in continuation with that spirit, instead of writing goals and things like that down, I'm actually going to write down things that I accomplished from my goals. So just major accomplishments, places I've gone that have been really good, books that I've read, just all of those different kinds of things I'm actually going to record in here. And so it's all going to be in this nice little book that I can flip through at the end of the year. As you can see, I'm in my silver pen for January. And I wanted to show you this just because I think it's interesting. Let me see if you can see the ink here. I've used both of these for 2 weeks. And as you can see, I've used a little bit more on the silver. And that's, I think, just because the December pages were just the 2 columns, and then the January pages are a page a day. So I have used a little bit more on my silver. These particular gel pens, the juice pens, do last a lot longer than some other gel pens that I've used. Here is how it looks to begin with. Let me see if I can get these all lined up correctly. But you can see the amount of ink that I have used. So I originally was hoping that I could use up one of these pens for the year. Like, I have 6 of these pens, these metallic juice pens, and I don't know if that's going to be possible, just for the way that the ink is just lasting a lot longer. But I am using up some ink, and I just, like I said, just think it's interesting to see how that is coming along. But anyway, that is my gratitude journal. I'm definitely going to keep continuing with this. It's been a really great experience. So thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you guys again soon.